a touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike 52. Yeah.
Now Rivers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Henry's got it out on the left side.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Still 180. Block 15.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check 37. Check 37.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Chargers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Stay there. Stay there. Clock 11. We go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers is going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with McKissick. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure
right off the bat and a 1st down. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. That throw into the arms of Allen, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Second and 12 at the Lions' 43-yard line.
They're 180, 390. We own them. We own them. Wait.
On second and 12, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it'll bring up third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Slam. Line 5-4. Wait.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford, and it's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Stafford now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even been. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set, blue 60. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Again, it's Johnson. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing to Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Check white 90. Hey, brown 80. Pick it up. Check. Alpha. Check. White 89.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going for it all. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Touchdown, Chargers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. Red 80. 52 right here. 52. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Stafford on 3rd down. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. This is more where it came from.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
40 got.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
Set 180. Block 15. 12.
He's
Load it.
He's
Load it. Cross the right.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
at the 35-yard line.
Block 15! Let him know. Cluster. Hey, Rock, behind.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one.